Good afternoon and welcome to Robin's Fanatics TV with me, AJ. And today the Robins are at home in the Pitching in Instrument League Premier Division at home to Corinthian Casuals. It's good to be home again after we've had a consecutive run of 4 away matches. Mixed bag, lost 2, drawn 1 and won 1. So be glad to be back at the Carshalton Avenue this afternoon. Today we're playing Corinthian Casuals, who, as ourselves, got knocked out of the FA Cup last weekend. They put up a really good fight. Had a 2-2 draw with Dulwich Hamlet, and Dulwich Hamlet went through on penalties, and we obviously got knocked out by Bedfont Sports, and then we lost our unbeaten league campaign on Tuesday night down at the coast at Bognor Regis. So we're hoping to bounce back from that now. We've got 2 home matches in a row, so hopefully we can start a nice little run again. Corinthian Casuals today. We didn't get to play them last year because that was one of the games that was declared postponed after the season was called because of the COVID-19 virus. We were supposed to play them mid-April, but the season finished by then, so we didn't get to play them at home last season. But we played them the season before, and they went back to Tolworth with a 3-2 victory. So our goal scorers on the day was Ricky Kabawa and Omar Karoma. So that was disappointing. I think they've got a bit of a hoodoo over us at the moment. I think they did the double over us and beat us at their place that season as well. So their last league fixture, they lost 2-0 to Brighton Sea Regent. But I'm currently sitting in 12th place in the Pitching in Premier Division, and Carshalton Athletic are currently in 8th, just outside the playoffs. But I've only played three games, so 2 away, 1 at home. So hoping for a good game today. Weather's turning a bit cooler now, and there seems to be more restrictions coming in because of the second spike for COVID. So as for Carshalton, the injury list, we have been missing Omar Karoma, Dan Bennett and Patrick Oman for the past few fixtures. Patrick Oman picked up a knock at Bedfont Sports, and Dan Bennett picked up an injury while warming up for the Margate game. And of course, we lost Omar Karoma last week for a slight strain in the FA Cup defeat. Omar Karoma's hoping to be back today, and it seems like Patrick Oman will be back between the sticks today. We've had this young goalkeeper. He's done okay. Can't really blame him for the defeat. He's just very bit young, a bit inexperienced. So we're looking for have the experience of Patrick Oman back in between sticks today. As for other news, it appears that Lewis White has gone back to Dulwich Hamlet. I mean, you recall we played the first 20 minutes of the first friendly, and then was picked up a knock and never really recovered from that. So, he played 60 minutes for Dulwich Hamlet last week in their FA Cup victory over Corinthian Casuals. So, I don't know what's happening there, whether they recalled him or we released him because of an injury. I don't know. Nothing's been said on the internet. We just found out looking at the team lineups that he'd gone. So, but good luck to him. I don't know if we'll get him back. I don't know the situation. It'd be nice if we did. But that is it. And of course, we've lost Dave Fisher as well, who last heard he was trialling for Brentford, but we haven't heard anything back, and he's not back at the club, and which was a shame really, because he was scoring the goals for us early doors. So we had to find a replacement for that. But hopefully we'll have Harry Ottaway will come off the bench and scored against Bognor on Tuesday night. So whether he's fit enough to get a start today, I don't know. So we'll hope so. But we'll see. But one debut that is being made for the Robins today is this. It appears the new kit has finally arrived. So it looks like we've got that to give its debut to today, so that'll be good. So I'm hoping for a good game. I predict a 3-1 victory for Carshalton, but I always predict that because I put that on the old betting thing. So, you know, any victory will do if we can just get back to winning ways and you know, push on from there, because we've got games up and coming quick. Obviously, we've got the game Monday night against Horsham. So yeah, that's it for me for now. I'll be back at half time. I'll be back at full time later on this evening, giving you a rundown of the results and how the game went. So until then, see you later. Good evening, this is AJ rounding up today's action at Carshalton Avenue in the match between Carshalton Athletic and Corinthian Casuals. The Robins left it late, but the final score was Carshalton Athletic 1, Corinthian Casuals 0, in front of a good crowd of 600, which is probably the maximum we could have. So good following. Corinthian Casuals brought a good support with them as well. So a good win. More about that later. But as far as team news was concerned, we made 3 changes from the side that was defeated at Bognor Regis on Tuesday night. Patrick O'Man was back in goal in place of Eddie Martin, who was back on the bench. Jordan Cheadle was recalled in the place of Danny Dudley, and Omar Karoma recovered from his knock he picked up and replaced Ola Sugbanmu in the starting lineup. But as for the match itself, well, it wasn't a great entertaining game by no means. It was very, very low key, very flat. I mean, it wasn't too many highlights, you know, to go through. But the first chance I made, actually after 10 minutes, Carshalton Athletic did actually find the back of the net. Lovely ball from Omar Karoma found Nyron Clunis, who fired it home in the bottom corner, but unfortunately was deemed to have been an offside, so it got chalked off. That was probably the best chance we had in the early stages of the game, as it got sort of a bit bogged down. No team really getting on top, and you know, a lot of bogged down in midfield. Soon after, Tommy Bradford was fouled on the edge of the box, and when we got a free kick on the edge, just in Jordan Cheadle sort of zone, but his powerful free kick went just wide, so that was unlucky. Couple of half chances for Corinthian Casuals. Ex-Robin Ben Chelkit fired a shot over, and Jack Strange, centre back, headed a chance wide. But it was the best chance of the game. Fell to the Robins about 5 minutes before time. Lovely ball from Nyron Clunis, I think it was. Found Kelvin Manuel on the right hand side, and he fired in a great shot, which the experienced Corinthian Casuals goalkeeper Danny Bracken somehow managed to get a finger to it and put it onto the post. It then went out for what we thought was a corner, but as it turned out, the referee and linesman gave a goal kick. So it was a good save, but he didn't get the credit for it because we didn't get the corner. But yeah, that was the best chance of the first half, really, from both sides. And half time it was 0-0. Second half, very, very low on action. Not many chances created at all, really. It was just pretty much a midfield battle. No teams getting either on top. Paris Hamilton Downs headed a cross from Jordan Cheadle wide, but that was about it, really. Both goalkeepers didn't really have a lot of work to do. Patrick O'Man come out and gathered a couple of good long balls quite comfortably. And we didn't really give Danny Bracken, the Corinthian Casuals goalkeeper, much to think about in the second half of the game, or in the game as a whole, really. But we plodded on, and eventually, 7 minutes from time, we made the breakthrough. Lovely ball cross, found Paris Hamilton Downs, the club captain, just outside the edge of the box, and he unleashed a half volley which flew into the corner of the back of the net. Which keeper had no chance of that. It was very well. He hit the sweet spot with that one, and and that was it. That was the goal on the 83rd minute. And yeah, that was enough really. I think looking at it, it was always going to be a game that was just going to be one goal in it. Luckily we got it, and it was a great finish from Paris Hamilton, as I just said. So yeah, good win. Really pleased with that. I mean, because Corinthian Casuals has been a bit of a bogey team for us over the past few seasons, but it was nice to sort of get a victory over them, and 1-0 in front of a good crowd of 600 people. So yeah, the club sort of tightened up the rules with the going to the bar and getting the drinks and stuff like that. But I suppose they've had to really because of the government rulings now. But yeah, that's the Robins result win lifted us up to 5th place in the league, which is the last playoff spot. So yeah, good result. It wasn't a great game, not one for the purists. It was a bit dull, a bit flat, and chances were very few and far between. But we scored the chance that we made near the end, and it got us to 3 points. That's all you can ask for. It doesn't have to be pretty, doesn't have to be fantastic. Sometimes you just need to scrape these victories, and that's what we've done today. Corinthian Casuals gave a good account of themselves, but again didn't really trouble the goalkeeper too much. So yeah, so that was it. That was a good result for the Robins. Elsewhere in the English League Premier Division, the results went as follows: Brighton Sea Regent 0, Haringey Borough 3, Cheshunt 1, Bognor Regis Town 0, East Thurrock 2, Merstham 2. It was a good result for Merstham there. Enfield Town 1, Leatherhead 0, Folkestone Invicta 1, Potters Bar Town 0, Kingstonian 2, Hornchurch 0. Lewis got their first win of the season under their belts with a 1-0 home victory over Margate. Wingate and Finchley 1, Monday's visitors to Colston Avenue Horsham 2. And finally Worthing beat league leaders Bowers and Pitsea 2-1. So as far as the league table is concerned, Worthing are now top of the league, and it's Haringey Borough with the 3-0 win. Cheshunt, Bowers and Pitsea dropped down to 4th. Carshalton Athletic went from 8th to 5th. And in the bottom half of the table, East Thurrock United have dropped to the bottom of the table with just 2 points in 6. And Lewis, with their 1-0 win, ended up 21st. Brighton in Sea in the third from bottom place. So yeah, overall happy with that. Hopefully we can start another good run. Man of the match, I think it was hard to pick a man of the match until the 83rd minute, and then Paris Hamilton Downs come up with a brilliant, fantastic goal to give us a victory. So I think, in my personal opinion, the man of the match goes to him. He seems to be pushed a bit more advanced as well. He seems to be a bit more in midfield, and he seems to be relishing that role at the moment. But yeah, so yeah, happy about that. I'm sorry there's no goal highlights or any highlights of any kind. It's a shame I can't do these at the ground, but them's is the rules. So I still hope you enjoyed this nevertheless, and it's just me talking about it. But yeah, if you do like it, give us a like, give us a retweet, and subscribe to my channel, Lombard Robin 74. And I will be back for Carshalton's next home match, which is this coming Monday, and we are at home to Horsham. So that's probably going to be a tough game for the boys, but I'm sure we can, if we just play a bit better than today, we should be able to get a result from it. So yeah, that's it from me for now. I'll be back Monday with another vlog for the Carshalton Athletic, and that's it. That's all that's left for me is to say arrivederci.